I put away my mop and pail for the day.
You all finished?
Yeah, how about you?
Oh, my relief gets here in just a few minutes, and I can't wait.
You got something heavy on tonight?
I got the best. How about you?
Well, I just thought I'd go do some early Christmas shopping. But then, knowing me, I'm sure I'll wait until the last minute.
Oh, over here.
Your name's Spencer?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to sign for it.
Oh, with pleasure. Thanks.
Now, keep it right side up and don't blame me if you spill anything.
Oh, hold on a second, okay? Here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, what is that?
That is my evening.
What?
Well, I'll explain the whole... Ruby, would you do me a big favor? Would you take this down to my car for me? It's parked in the usual place.
On one condition, that when I come back, you tell me everything that's going on and what this is all about.
It's a deal, but hurry up and don't let Noah see you, okay? I don't want him to know.
Oh, the crazy things I do for the people I love.
Hey, night, Ruby.
Good night.
Oh, what a day. I'm really glad that one is over.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound too good.
I've seen better.
Well, I hope you have a nice evening.
I am really looking forward to it. Just a nice, quiet dinner, just Lee and me. I mean, there's been enough commotion around this place to last a week.
Oh, yeah. Well, just think of it this way. The week's half over.
Bobbie, well, when it is, I just hope that everyone forgets about that awful scene with Dr. Bradshaw and Anne.
I heard that Heather provoked the whole thing.
Oh, dear. Well, it doesn't matter who provoked what. I mean, it's very demoralizing to everyone when staff members clash that way.
It'll blow over.
I hope you're right.
You know what? I hear Heather wants to work here.
I've heard that, too. Boy, when that happens, there are really going to be fireworks, huh? Night, Bobbie.
What a day. I'm sorry I'm late.
Take it easy. Catch your breath. You wouldn't have believed it today. I swear it was Get Heather Day today. First, Dr. Katz came down on me, and then Ann Logan and that creepy kid of hers. She is so paranoid. The girl falls apart at the mere sight of me.
Why, what happened?
Well, I was standing there talking to her precious son, Jeremy, and she walked out and saw us. She totally fell apart. I mean, she dropped a whole tray of pills all over the hospital floor. Well, I would have offered to help her pick them up, but she was absolutely impossible. So I just left. I went to take a walk to clear my head, and I lost track of time. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We weren't too busy tonight.
Here, I'll get the dishes. Here.
You don't know, do you?
What are you talking about?
Captain Ramsey called here a little while ago.
So? Well, he was probably checking on me.
No, actually, he was looking for Joe.
Well, so what?
So Joe was out with Rick. Something to do with that new sports center.
Well, what's that got to do with me, Rose?
I'm really not sure. I'm the one...
Well, Rose, come on. What are you talking about?
Ramsey called to tell Joe about your mother.
What about her?
Well, they dropped the charges. She's released. She's out of jail.
Hello, Dr. Weber.
It's you. It's really you. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not half as bad as I am to see you. Are you all right? I think so. Everything just happened so fast.
Oh, okay, you got to tell me all about it.
Well, they dropped the charges. I'm free.
You're out of there? You're out of there for good?
Yes.
Oh, what happened? What happened? Tell me what happened. What did they say?
Well, it was Scotty Baldwin, really.
Scotty helped you.
Oh, did he? I mean, he was just wonderful. He took me over to the DA, and then he just explained everything. And the DA said, well, he had no case, so they just dropped the charges. I'm free, and Scotty just drove me over here.
And that's it?
Yep, just like that.
And it's all over?
Well, yeah, but, I mean, not all over. I mean, not exactly for me.
What do you mean? What's that?
I'm going away.
Oh, Alice.
Yeah, I have to. I'm going to go to Nevada tonight. I've got my reservations.
Oh, but Alice, maybe...
No, look, as long as Heather is here, I can't stay. I mean, I just can't take the shame. Not anymore. So, I'm just going to leave town, and I'm not coming back.
You can't let Heather drive you out of town like this.
There's no other way.
See, the thing is, you've been through a terrible ordeal. Now, I can understand you wanting to run away from it, but I think it's very important for you to stop and think about it. Sit down and talk to me about all this.
Dr. Weber, there's nothing to talk about. I've made up my mind.
Well, maybe you just think you have because you've been under such a terrible strain.
You see, and that's just it. I mean, that is why I have got to go.
Well, okay. You wouldn't begrudge me just a couple of minutes to talk, would you? Especially when I've missed you so much.
I've missed you, too. Okay. But, just for a few minutes.
Couple minutes.
You know, I just can't believe that they let me out of there like that.
Oh, well, I know that they couldn't keep you. I knew they'd have to let you go. They didn't have any cause, you know?
Yeah, well, I wish Heather felt that way. I mean, she said that she hoped that they would just lock me up for good.
Oh, Alice, how...
Oh, listen, you can't believe the things she said to me. I mean, she was cruel. You know, I just never knew that she hated me that much.
No, she doesn't. I'm sure she doesn't. She probably just doesn't even know what she's saying right now.
Dr. Weber, she hates me. And when she finds out that they let me go, there's just no telling what she's going to do.
Don't you think maybe you're overreacting a little?
No. I'm afraid of my daughter.
Terrible thing for a mother to have to say.
She doesn't think of me as a mother. She thinks of me as some kind of a monster. So, you see, that's why I've got to just get away from here. Just go start a new life for myself.
Okay. I can understand you feeling like that. I mean that. But see, the thing is, Alice, that this is your home, this town, and you have people here who care about you, who love you. And you could be happy here.
Oh, how can I when Heather ruins every chance I get?
You just can't let her do it. That's all there is to
Well, I
that.
just can't help it. I mean, all of those months, people are asking, who killed Diana Taylor? And all of those months, the answer was right here. Alice Grant. I did it. But do you think that I can live among decent people knowing that? Listen, maybe Heather can take people looking at her and wondering about her, but I can't.
You're two very different people. First of all, what you did that night took a lot of courage. You tried to stop her. What happened was not something you planned or wanted to happen. It was an accident. You cannot go on blaming yourself for an accident, Alice.
Well, God knows I wish I could stop.
Well, you've got to. You've got to give yourself the chance to think about it a little.
Dr. Weber, I've got to go. I have just got to go.
Alice, you're going to miss our wedding.
Your wedding, when?
Next week. We were waiting until you could be there.
Oh, Dr. Weber.
Oh, Alice, you've got to be there.
Oh, I have been hoping and praying for months that you two would get back together
you see,
again.
You did it. Your prayers did it. You have to be with us.
No, I'm not going to be there. You see? Heather ruined that for me, too. My daughter just ruins my whole life.
You must be relieved that your mother's out of jail. I mean, I know I'm glad for her. And Joe's filled me in, and I must have been awful for her carrying that secret with her all that time, and all along thinking she was helping you. I mean, poor Alice.
Poor Alice. You know, I keep hearing that, and I don't understand it. I hear it from you, Dr. Katz, everybody. She killed someone, and everyone's treating her like she's some kind of victim. I am so sick and tired of hearing about poor Alice.
Heather!
Doesn't anyone realize what she's done?
Yes, but she did it to protect you.
Oh, I have heard that 100 times.
It's not so hard to understand. She's your mother. She loves you.
If I hear that one more time, I think I'll vomit.
Maybe if you heard it enough, you'd realize it's true.
I'll tell you the truth. The truth is, I'm sick and tired of people like you coming down on me.
That's not what I'm doing, Heather.
Yes, you do. Everyone here does it. And I'm tired of it. I really am. I mean, don't you think I can see it? I can feel it. You don't have to say anything. Maybe people at the hospital will give me a chance.
Hospital, what do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. If you think I'm going to spend my life being a lousy waitress, you're crazy. I'm going to get a job at General Hospital.
I have to go, but as soon as Dr. Bradshaw comes out of surgery, would you make sure he gets this? Thanks.
I don't know what was in there, but it sure smelled good.
Good enough to eat?
Yeah. Listen, how are you going to eat it? I mean, it's a little cold to be in the back of a car with a picnic.
Well, listen, that's a little surprise for Noah. It's a home-cooked meal. Beef Wellington.
Well, TV dinners don't come that big.
Are you kidding? Ruby, I had this catered from the Versailles room.
Oh, that must have cost a half a week's salary.
Oh, it's so great. It comes with French onion soup and Brussels sprouts with chestnuts and plum pudding, and I'm sure it's going to be worth every cent.
All that to get 3 magic words.
Beef Wellington, candlelight, and me. How can the man refuse?
Refuse what?
Hi. There's a patient, and he refuses to take his medicine.
Really?
Some people don't know what's good for them.
Yeah, I can say that again.
Really?
Some people don't know what's good for them. Maybe I should talk to it.
Oh, no, I think I'd like to work on this one all by myself.
Well, listen, I see you're all set to go. I still have work to do.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just go over there, and it'll give me a little more time to get dinner started.
What? Did I hear you right? Did I hear her right?
I think so.
I have the menu all planned.
Well, 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 that's a switch. Terrific, though.
I thought you'd be pretty pleased about that.
Yeah. Hamburgers in the freezer.
Oh, please. Now, really, I can do a little better than that.
Cheeseburgers.
Okay, you just wait and see. Bye, Rube.
Wait,
Goodbye,
you
darling.
mean these?
No, I don't, because I had these made today. Well, the kitchen calls. I just have to go. See you.
Strange? Do you notice something strange about her?
Well, I don't know. What do you mean?
Pots and pans aren't really her forte, you know.
I tell you what. Maybe she learned culinary skills from you if you're lucky.
Right, right. Hamburgers are more Bobbie's speed. You put enough ketchup on them, you can actually eat them. See you later.
Goodbye. Well, I think he's going to be surprised.
Okay, thank you.
Rose, I'm sorry.
Forget it.
No, I won't. And I know you won't either.
I'm gonna try.
Rose, please sit down. Talk to me.
I don't have anything to say.
But I do. Sit down, please. I'm sorry.
Heather, you're entitled to your feelings.
Yeah, but I didn't bother to consider yours.
Look, Heather, I'm a big girl now. I happen to love what I do, but I don't expect anybody else to. Nobody wants you to be a lousy waitress.
I didn't mean it, Rose. You gave me a chance.
Look, I gave you a job, Heather. I didn't expect you to make it a career.
You gave me more than that.
I gave you an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. It's not like I was handing out charity.
You gave me a good job. You gave me responsibility when no one else in this town would have. Everyone thought I was a lunatic.
This isn't necessary, Heather.
I want to tell you how I really feel.
You've made that very clear.
Rose, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you gave me a chance.
I never asked for your gratitude.
I know you didn't. And even if you had, there's no way I could thank you for what you've done to me. Just being here has been so meaningful to me, Rose. I can't tell you. I just want more in life.
Yeah, I suppose you do.
I haven't had a very good life. I mean, a lot of bad things have happened to me, Rose. You know that. I want the good things life has to offer. Is that so bad to admit?
No, I suppose that's what everybody wants.
I mean, even Dr. Katz, he's telling me to be myself, to be honest with everyone.
Including Joe? I mean, is that why you want to marry Joe? For the good things?
I love Joe, Rose.
Why? Because he's going to be a respected, rich lawyer someday.
It really hurts me that you'd say that. I mean, I love Joe because he's Joe. I think he's already respected and he makes enough money.
For some people, maybe. But he's never going to be rich, Heather. That's not what he's after. He's never going to be a lawyer like Lee Baldwin. He's going to hang his shingle up out on the waterfront like Rick Weber did. And where poor people need him.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Not a thing. As a matter of fact, I admire it. I just wonder if you do. I wonder if you think about that when you're planning your future for Joe. Looks like what you're here tonight.
I'll lock up if you want me to. Rose, I can still live here, can't I?
Sure, fine. Heather.
Yes?
What you do with your life is your business. But don't mess with Joe's. Don't love him for the wrong reasons. Be sure of yourself there, because if you're not, you better find yourself another man.
You weren't closed, are you, Heather? I just dropped your mother off, and I thought I'd stop by and get a cup of coffee.
Thank you.
Please don't go.
I have to. But maybe I can think a little clearer out in Nevada, being near Jeff and her grandson.
You've got things to think about right here. Your house. What are you going to do about your house?
Well, if I decide to sell it, I can come back here and take care of that. But maybe I'll buy me a little house in Nevada close to Jeff. You know, or maybe I'll even stay with Jeff for a while.
That's a lot of maybes you have going there. Couldn't you just sleep on it for one lousy night?
No, I have got to go tonight. I've got my reservations. It's that same plane that I took after Laura's shower. Reminds me I better call a cab.
What about all your clothes?
Scotty took me by my house. I've got everything I need in the suitcase. Mind if I use the phone?
Could I stop you? Alice, I'm sorry. This is just really hard.
Well, it's not really half as hard as the life I have been leading. Hello. Could you send a cab to 1020 North Vale Street, please? Half an hour? To the airport. Thank you.
I just feel so terrible.
Please don't. You know, there's one other thing I wanted to tell you. You know, everything that's happened, there's one thing that frightens me more than anything.
What?
I know that Heather would have pulled that trigger. I am absolutely certain.
It's a wonder you didn't go out of your mind these past few months.
Listen, there were many times when I thought I was going to. Between the guilt and the shame, the nightmares, I just wonder if it's ever going to be over.
It can be, but you have to do that. If there's only one thing that I can accomplish here, I want it to be that you understand that what happened to Diana was an accident, and you're not responsible for it. Please, Alice, please, I beg you, hear me and believe that.
But other people won't.
I don't care about other people. I care about you going through the rest of your life with this burden of unnecessary guilt.
But I have very deep shame.
Well, you have to let go of that, too. Look, you cannot expect Heather to understand, maybe. Not right now, anyway.
She never will. And what's even worse than that, she'll never understand herself. She is never going to be able to see herself, the sickness in her, the evil in her. She'll never know. I mean, she will go on hiding it from herself, and she will go on hiding it from everyone else, too.
Alice, you did the best you knew how to do with her. That's all anybody can ask of a mother.
Thank you, Dr. Weber. I mean, really, thank you very much. That cab's going to be here. I've got to go. Listen, there are a few things up in the bureau that I'd like to get. Mine?
I wish you would just leave them here.
It's only a scarf.
Okay. Oh, never mind me. I just don't want you to go, that's all.
I'd like to look in on little Mike if I can.
Of course you can. You don't have to ask.
So lucky to have you two.
We're here for you, too. Baby Susan. house right away. Your Aunt Alice is over here.
Aunt Alice? But...
Listen, I'm going to have to explain later, but please, could you come over? I mean, right this minute. She's on her way to Nevada, and maybe you can talk her into staying.
Oh, yeah.